Welcome back to my channel. Got a good show today. We're gonna look at the 1978 adult crime movie, The China Cat. I watched it on VHS. This was the Caballero home video release. And I thought it was time to watch this one because I've already watched the Jade Pussycat and I have that review right here on my channel. You'll have to check it out. So what the heck? Let's watch China Cat and see what that's all about. For this movie review, I will go over the storyline, show you some scenes from the movie that I enjoy. Not adult scenes, I can't show any nudity here because I don't want this video to get flagged or an age restriction, but at least you'll see who's in the scenes. Then I'll go over the pros and cons and finish this video off with a rating, 1 to 5, to let you know if the China Cat is worth buying. And I will cover all of those things here in this video. But before we do that, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. In the continuing series of Johnny Wad, Private Dick Sextravaganzas, John Holmes tangles with a deadly team of sizzling sex kittens and one very hot oriental hit lady, Kyoto, in a lusty tale of carnal crime entitled The China Cat. It seems that Johnny has possession of a priceless jade statuette and mysterious Charlie wants it. Deciding to steal the statuette, Charlie unleashes his 4 gorgeous undercover sex pots to sexually drive Johnny so that one of them can abscond with the treasure. But Johnny Wad is always ready, whipping out and using his big gun. All 4 women leave fulfilled, but without the statuette. As a final resort, Charlie uses the seductive services of Kyoto to dispose of Wad and at last get what he wants. In the ensuing action and explosive surprise ending, Wad uses his jumbo jammer to go farther than he's ever gone before, ultimately taming the sexy oriental siren. So this is the opening scene of the film, and this movie is a continuation of the Jade Pussycat. This is the sequel. And this movie is a spoof on Charlie's Angels, but instead of angels, this is Charlie's Devils. And man, check out these hot babes. They look wonderful. And look, there's that blonde from Jade Pussycat. That was Johnny Wad's secretary. She's in this film. And it just so happens she has to go back. Charlie tells her she has to get her old job back with Johnny Wad, the detective. And man, I gotta tell you, she looks amazing in this film. And that's the first scene. And in that scene, she gives him some oral satisfaction. There's some missionary. Very, very good scene. So now we get to the next one. We get this super hot brunette, and she too is gonna have to take on Johnny Wad's massive meat missile.
Your collection shows excellent taste. Do you have any other antique pieces?
Yes, I've got one more very special one, but I tell you what, when we drink these, we'll go mix us some fresh. It's brown.
Okay.
Check this out. A little lady lesbo action. This was a very good scene. And look, we get another scene with Johnny Watt. And he's with this curly-headed brunette. Man, she is cute. She is pretty. And let me tell you, she knows what she's doing. And we got this blonde, and yeah, I'm not even sure if they really ever have intercourse, because it doesn't really show anything. But she does give him some oral pleasures. And then we get to see Holmes and the last woman he's with, and it's Kyoto. And it's a roughy scene. And he catches her she sneaks into his place, and she's gonna kill him to try to find that statue. And he catches her. In the act, he grabs the knife from her, then he throws her on the bed, and that's when this turns into a roughie. He's gonna make her pay.
What are you doing?
Damn.
He's gonna pack that fortune cookie with his massive meat stick. So what are the pros and cons of this film? Well, the pros. Come on, what a great cast. We got John Holmes, you got Kyoto, Eileen Wells, and Jennifer Richards, and they all look very pretty. They're not covered in tattoos, and they have long, pretty hair, and there's no weird piercings in their ears. They don't have those giant earplugs. They're hairy. All of them are hairy. The good old days. This is the golden age of adult film. What are the cons? Well, that one scene with that brunette, I'm not sure of her name, but the lighting was just terrible. You couldn't really see what was happening in those special areas. You didn't see things going into other things, and it was hard to make out anything. Could have used some more lighting. Another negative. You know, one of the things that made the first film, Jade Pussycat, so much fun was, these action scenes, watching the fight scenes and stuff. There's none of that in this movie. No fight scenes. So now we get to the end. You want to know, what do you give China Cat? This movie earns a 4. That's right, I'm going to give it a 4. I don't think this was as good as Jade Pussycat, but it was still, this is a solid movie. I recommend watching this. Oh, and one final thing. Desiree Cousteau's in this movie as well, and she doesn't get porked by John Holmes. It's a hospital scene. She's a nurse, and yeah, it was good. It was a good scene, but you know, you got the legend there. You got the king of adult movies. John Holmes, should have been with him. That's it. And obviously you're not going to find this streaming online, but you can get the DVD. The DVD's available on Amazon. I looked it up. It's like $30. There's no Blu-ray release of this that I'm aware of. And I didn't see even any VHS copies on eBay, but there was a DVD copy on eBay. Get this, $129. You know, if you want to ask me, if you're asking me for some advice, I would say, go to Amazon and spend $30. Don't spend $130. So the little pup wanted to pop. Whoa, whoa. So the little pup wanted to pop in and say hello. And, you know, he was so excited about watching this movie, and as soon as I said on the screen the China Cat, he got upset. He said something about China. He goes, China Cat, why aren't we watching the China pup? So he was a little upset, and yeah, he jumped off the bed and left the room. Can you believe that? Oh well. Oh,
We should have watched Bad Moon instead.
What was that? Oh, yeah. Make sure you check out my other videos. I've done other adult movie reviews right here. And yeah, I can't think of anything else. Thank you for watching and stay safe.